What's going on, everybody? I'm Jay Williams. This is the Sports Collective. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I greatly appreciate it. Yo, we gotta get straight into it. I'm at this point. I'm just tired. Yo, I am tired of watching this team. I'm tired of watching this organization. I'm tired of watching this league. It's baffling at this point. What we seen last night was diabolical. What we seen last night was just diabolical to me. I don't understand it. I feel dumb watching the Indiana Fever when they play because I do not understand nothing that's going on. I At the end of the game, I feel dumb. I do. I do. And I've been watching sports my whole life. I'm not saying I'm some sports guru, definitely not in basketball. My favorite is football, but I understand the game at a basic level. And when I watch this team play, I do not understand what's going on. That's why I said, forget all the drama that's going on. We can talk about basketball. It's enough content to talk about basketball for the next 3 years. It is. It is. Stephanie White, I do not know what you're doing. I don't understand it. If she's not healthy enough to play more than 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, she's not healthy. She shouldn't play. And I fully expected her to be on limited minutes. She said it in the day before in her interview. But to play 2.5 minutes in the first quarter and basically 2.5 minutes every spurt, I think one time she played 90 seconds. Like, is she healthy or is she not? But then I seen the quotes where Caitlin Clark said she wasn't expecting that it's hard to get in the flow. Anybody who has been watching Caitlin Clark for the past 4 or 5 years since Iowa knows she is a rhythm player. She is no good playing 2 minutes a quarter. Like, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? The Indiana Fever got blitzed last night by the Los Angeles Sparks, 106-92, and basically nobody played good. Kelsey Mitchell, she played good in the second half. She definitely picked it up in the second half, but in the first half she was 3 for 10. Caitlin Clark played 2 minutes here and there. Couldn't get much of a rhythm. Her shot wasn't falling yesterday, and I do not care, honestly. In my video yesterday, I said I hope Caitlin Clark comes out shooting. I don't care if she goes 3 for 15 because I know she needs to find the rhythm. She's not playing tonight. They got the Aces on Sunday. She needs to find her rhythm. She's hasn't been playing for the past 2 weeks. But this team, man, this team is not good. This team is not good. Demiris Dantas all of a sudden playing 22 minutes. I don't care. I don't care if Leah Boston didn't play. For Demiris Dantas to all of a sudden play 22 minutes after all the talk for the past couple of days of y'all letting Justine Passat go, it just shows you this Stephanie White she's on a power trip. She's ego hungry. She's so hungry to prove that her way is the right way, even though she has yet to win her way. I understand she won a championship as an assistant coach, but she has done nothing even remotely close to winning a championship as a head coach. Like it's ridiculous. The front office, I don't understand. Who is the backup shooting guard? I just feel like we got 3 point guards and one shooting guard. Who's Kelsey Mitchell backup? God forbid Kelsey Mitchell get hurt. Who's her backup? We only have point guards, so I'm assuming Caitlin Clark gonna move to the 2, and Ty Harris or Raven Johnson is gonna move to the 1. This team makes no sense to me. This team makes no sense to me. We don't have a backup center. Like, I like Hines Allen, but she's good for what she's good for. She's good for what she's good for. She's not a legit backup five to Leah Boston. I don't know, man. I don't know. And I'm telling you this now. This video I'm going to show, I fully believe that the WNBA called ESPN and asked them to do them a favor. Because it's just no way. This video that ESPN just drops makes no sense. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist person. I don't get into all that. But it's hard not to believe some of this stuff. It's hard not to believe some of this stuff. Let's get into it. ESPN just dropped this video probably 25, 30 minutes ago. It's diabolical. Let's check it out. We can look at it together.
To the W, where Caitlin Clark returned to the floor for the first time since injuring her back in a game versus the Mercury. Though she said her body felt great, she was unable to get into a flow, only scoring 9 points in the loss versus the Sparks. Meanwhile, the WNBA players participated in All-Star voting. Well, some of them did. Less than half of the league participated, but those who didn't vote for Clark as she finished 11th in votes among guards. Conversely, she was voted second by fans and third by media. Candace Parker has a problem with the players. Take a listen.
As much as I did not like Diana Taurasi, there ain't no way I'm not going to write her as an all-star person. right?
No,
Like,
but
as
they
much as
wouldn't.
I did not like anybody on the Lynx because they used to whoop our ass, I'm not going to not put Maya Moore or Sylvia Fowles or, like, I don't know.
It's because Candace Parker is a realist. She's not insecure. She's not insecure. A lot of these players are insecure. It's just no way you can beat around the bush around that. For her to be 11th among point guards, like, come on, let's be serious. Let's be serious. And Candace Parker has been receiving the backlash too. Candace Parker has been on a mission to try to make the WNBA be covered like regular sports, and with that comes criticism. So Candace Parker has been um, critical of the WNBA in a good way, basketball reasons, and she gets attacked online too. She gets attacked online too. I don't know.
I think people need to look at themselves in the mirror and realize, like, man, you got some insecurities if you sitting down and putting Caitlin Clark as the 11th best guard. Like,
It's diabolical, man. It's
David, Candace
you are very insecure. Whoever you are very insecure.
there. What are your thoughts?
So I want to make sure that we're sort of clear on the nuance of the voting here, right? That's an important part of this. They didn't say that she was the 11th best guard in the WNBA. That's not what happened. As you mentioned, a lot of people didn't get ballots, a lot of people didn't vote, but what they did, they voted for the top 4 guards in the league. That was what the All-Star ballot was. So people were voting for top 4. I don't think that you can make a compelling argument that Caitlin Clark is a top 4 guard in the WNBA. Like, nobody can at this point.
This dude's a liar. He's a liar. Somebody called the WNBA called the ESPN and got this dude on ESPN because this dude is a liar. He just said nobody can make a compelling argument that Caitlin Clark is a top 4 guard in the league. And who cares about the voting system? I don't care. The means don't justify the ends. I don't care how they voted. I don't care if they put each player down. I don't care if they voted for the top 4 players. I don't care how they voted. The results are the results. The results are the results. So for her to be 11th is crazy. Because you know what? The fans voted the same way. The media voted the same way. And it wasn't even close to 11th. It's pettiness. Just call it out. You lose credibility when you do this. Stop making excuses. I don't care how they voted. And for you to come on national media and say nobody can make a compelling argument that she's a top 4 point guard, you can't even get mad at this. It's just funny. It's funny at this point. It's funny at this point. She just had 9 points last night playing in 16 minutes, and she's still top 5 in scoring. She only had 3 assists last night in 16 minutes, and she's still top 2 in assists. But you can't make an argument that she's in the top 4. Who are your top 4 point guards? Who? That's what I would ask. Who are your top 4 point guards? This dude's a liar, man. This dude's a liar. It's tiring watching it. You lose credibility. Nobody says Caitlin Clark has to be your favorite player. Just keep it real. Just keep it real.
That is why she was 11. She got the 11th most votes for being in the top 4. So there's really no controversy about that.
It is.
Especially when you add
it is controversy because it's not true. And for you to come on ESPN and just make excuses for this nonsense, you lose credibility, man. And who are these people? Who are y'all? This supposed to be First Take. Maybe I don't watch First Take as much as I used to.
One of the most popular players in the WNBA. She's going to make the All-Star team. That is not the argument here. I think what bothers me is when this is framed as some sort of like petty jealousy or insecurity by these women in the WNBA, because that's not what.
He just exposed himself. That's his whole issue. He's mad that people are calling out the pettiness. He's mad that people are calling out the jealousy. He just exposed himself. That's his whole take right now. He's mad. He's mad. You're mad. Like my wife said, you're mad.
Is experiencing pretty much what happens anytime a young player comes into the league with a lot of hype, especially the hype that she's receiving that says all of these, the whole entire league basically should be thankful that she's there. She's going to be the best player.
They should. Why is that an issue to say? They should. The WNBA. I'm not saying nobody has to bow down to Caitlin Clark. The only person you have to, in my opinion, I'm a Christian. The only person you bow down to is Jesus Christ when He comes back. Nobody's saying you have to. That's why y'all. That's where y'all insecurities show. Nobody. I can say nobody's. The majority of fans and media is not saying that. That's how you're taking it, and they should be thankful. That's the truth. It's just the flat out truth. Y'all have been. The WNBA has been begging for attention and money for 30 years. And now on the back of this player, it has came. They should be thankful. It's not hard to say thank you. And to the fans. Like this, oh my goodness. It's just the immaturity of people in this world. And I'm not saying people don't make mistakes or whatever. I'm not saying I'm perfect. But it's not hard to keep it real. When we talk, especially when we talk about sports. That's like saying players should be thankful for LeBron James or Michael Jordan. They should. Like, what are we talking about?
That you've ever seen.
What are we talking about?
Whenever this happens in any league, in any sport, in any gender, there is backlash to that because there are players who are there who are saying, "We built this. Show me what you got," and they target that player. That happens all the time. Michael Jordan had the freeze out in the Olympics. They would not pass him the ball. LeBron James, when he got in the league and he was the chosen one, they were physical.
Nobody is saying you can't be physical with Caitlin Clark. Nobody's saying you don't try to, on the court, expose or, do your best against Caitlin Clark. Nobody's saying that. You taking an argument somewhere else. You taking an argument somewhere else that's not relevant to the conversation. Stick to the topic. And guess what? Caitlin Clark is the only guard who gets guarded 94 feet. She gets trapped, triple teamed. She gets, I don't want to use the word abused, but she gets beat up on the court. That's not up for debate. But you want to come on ESPN spewing all this nonsense. And you lose credibility, bro. Like, just keep it real. Nobody cares if you don't like Caitlin Clark as a player or if she's not your favorite player. Just keep it real.
Physical with LeBron James. When we're talking about Wemby right now, we're talking about a guy, the best way to attack him is with physicality.
And you know what they keep it real about Wemby? They say Wemby is one of the best players who ever come into this league as a rookie. The NBA players they're not jealous. They're not insecure. They're not. They know that stars need to continue to come in the league to keep the league growing and for them to get paid. When Steph Curry and LeBron retired, they need more stars to come in the league. So yes, they are looking for stars. They are bigging each other up because Wemby can be the next face of the league for the next 10 to 15 years. And they need that. The players who are not up there at that caliber, they need stars to come into their league. The WNBA don't understand that. You're going to need somebody after Caitlin Clark. Stop turning your fans away. You're going to need them to stick around. Man, this is frustrating, yo. This is frustrating. And let's get to basketball. I'm sorry, I forgot Stephanie White. Like, man, I'm trying not to yell on this camera. But I don't even know what to say right now. What we seen last night. You know what? I'm gonna get him off. I'm gonna get him off the camera because I don't care. I don't care what he's talking about. I really don't. We already heard the ridiculous nonsense he had to say. Like, let's get to basketball. This team is not good. Stephanie White, you have a superstar point guard. Coach a superstar point guard. Stop running this system, whatever you got, move the ball side to side, one-on-one, dribble. Like, if this was any other league, that woman would have been fired by now. Not the WNBA. Let me know what you think in the comments. It's plenty more to get to. For him to say Caitlin Clark is not, nobody can make a compelling argument that Caitlin Clark is a top 4 point guard. I mean, what else is that to say? I shouldn't have even got mad at that. It's stuff like that is just funny. You can't keep it real. You can't be honest. Your job is to be honest. Your job is to keep it real. Your job is to give information, proper information. You already exposed yourself when you said you was mad that the people think the women are petty and jealousy. That's not up for debate. They are. Some of them have came out and admitted it. Some of them have came out and even had to say sorry. That's not up for debate no more. The question is, why is it still going on? Like, just keep it real, bro. Just keep it real. Be honest. Be honest, and you won't lose credibility. The Indiana Fever played the Mercury tonight. Caitlin Clark's not playing. Aaliyah Boston is playing. We'll see how they play. You know, if we'll see how they play. I think it's gonna be a physical game. I don't know. I'm really upset right now. I'm really upset. I'm not even gonna lie, because it's just nonsense going on. I just want to see good basketball, right? I just want to see good basketball, and yeah, man. Let me know what you think. I'm Jay Williams. This is the Sports Collective. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.